No matter how hard I turn this engine, it won't start. And I really need my garden tilled, if you know what I'm saying. Why won't you work? Well, that's when I decided to go support Chinese communism. Yeah! No one has time for you! Come here to daddy, baby! Out the box! Oh, I can't use my shoulder. Ow!
Yeah, 27 pounds.
Ah! Congratulations! It's a boy! Oh my god, it's so amazing! Ah! I don't ever want to use it, it's so shiny! I have never bought a new engine in my life. I've always bought old, busted, half running, never running, special, marketplace, okay list, and you name it. I support China now! Maybe if my employer would pay me a little bit more, I'd actually fucking buy a Honda or something. Oh, that's Japanese. Maybe I should have bought a Briggs & Stratton. Those are American still, ain't they? Oh, I think they're made in Mexico now. Oh! None of that bullshit. Want that good, you know what I'm saying? Ah, you gotta use 87 plus octane stabilizer, so you're best off to buy the premium. Premium! Yum yum, premium, yum yum. Yum yum, premium. I don't ever want to pull this. Woo! Hey, I think this is gonna get hot. Yeah, I know. Oh, it feels so good. Again, there's my part numbers right there. For use on tillers, blowers, vacuums, water pumps, and generators. Well, mine is gonna be tiller. Pull me, daddy. Ooh. Pull me. Pull me, daddy. Pull me. Yeah, look at that. So you got some different bolt patterns. This one's probably for the water pump, if it's a pressure washer, and then these bigger ones is probably gonna be for like, oh gee, I don't know, something else. Don't say! Got the oil checker right there. Ooh, made of plastic, it breaks someday, then I'll never check the oil again. Oh, got another hole here. That could be done, fixed up like that side can if for some reason you need it on that side, but yeah. God, I've never owned something so shiny in my life. Ooh. On, off. Okay, okay. It's got the old drain plug down there at the bottom now. How about the other side? Other side doesn't have one. Sometimes they got them on backside too, but that's all right. Yeah, here it says my dry weight's 22 pounds. So, but the package done said 27. Feels like 27. My shoulder hurts like hell. There we go. Ooh, she needs some oil up in there. Oh, there's your sign. I love stickers. It even has a picture. Hey, oil go up to her, like on the side. You know what I mean, man? Can't come on, be smart. Yeah. Ah, directions. Who needs these? I'm a man. I do not need these damn directions. I know what I'm doing. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna have to read the break-in procedure because I have never had anything new, and I'm pretty sure there's like a break-in procedure. Do not lick the exhaust. Proposition 65. Yeah, blah, blah. Oh, I gotta mount the plate. Hey, this thing is a 5/8 shaft. Oh, PTO shaft diameter 5/8. Okay, 5/16 taper. Yeah, whatever. 5/16, 24 threads per square inch. Yeah, in case you gotta put something in there, like a pulley or something. Alright, here we are. Important. Allow the engine to run at no load for 5 minutes with no load after each startup so that engine can stabilize. In the break-in period. Okay, so I gotta use this baby for 3 hours. Do not heavy load. Do not! No! So that doesn't say medium or light, it just says not heavy. So I'm gonna probably only do like a little bit of load. And I'm not going to operate at the maximum engine RPM. It says it right here in the book. So after my 3 hours of moderate use of this guy, once I hit 20 hours of general use, then I am to change the oil. So after 3 hours, I can open her full throttle and try to kill it, and go from there. Get me 90-day return because I kept me receipt, alright? Alright, there we go. I got my oil in. That's what it should look like. Alright, so I don't think I need to explain how to take this off the shaft or anything like that. Everyone's setup is going to look different, so I just skipped all that. For the reviews, mate! Alright, all I did is I got the cable off, and I don't even think I'll be reusing it, and I'll show you why here in just shortly. Then to get the old one off, just 4 bolts right around the corner, she lifts right up. Come over here. Alright, so now I gotta mount this thing. So easy. Alright, so the outer holes that you're looking at on the bracket, they line up perfectly. And the two inner holes, those go to the engine. So it goes like this. I'm gonna lay it side down and the engine goes on top of it. Huh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is for my chainsaw. It's not part of this kit, I don't know. Okay, for some reason the directions have it to where this is pointing like this. So I'm just gonna take the engine and put it right on that. That's just how it is. Right there. You see that little cutaway where it almost looks like a little square, and then that looks funny on that side. Here's the funny thing I just mentioned, and then there's the side that kind of looks like a square even though it's not. I think it's the Twampatoin or something. Oh, looking good there, Keita. See that there? 10 magic million. Alright, brackets on. Kind of a pain in the butt for a second, but I think anyone should be able to do it. Easy enough. Just a tip though, there was oil that was already in the bottom of this when I was adding it, and so I went ahead and added my oil. Now, you could put this plate on before you add the oil, but if you do add the oil, no big deal. Just don't tip the engine sideways too far, or oil's basically going to get in the places in the engine it shouldn't be, and then it's going to smoke really bad when you start up, and yada yada yada. There we go. Ah, darn, ran into a little hurdle here. Looks like I'm going to have to find some shallow shoulder bolts. My original ones, well, they're just too long. This is the one that's on here. You can obviously see how thick that is. There we go, them will work. Just dawned on me, the reason they do this bracket is probably because it's cheaper to manufacture this way. If they had done it more wider, it probably would have been 10, 20 extra bucks. Just a thought. Or it could simply be that that bracket that's down below gives it different options. Like for example, if it was for a different machine, you probably wouldn't need that bracket. So it probably just makes it more universal. Okay, well, I just used two double 13s to get the bolts on. Should be easy enough for anyone to do. And I'm going to have to adjust this because if you look down the line, the pulley needs to go in a little bit. Easy enough. Alright, there we go. Got her tightened back up, and she is good enough. Only took me about 10 seconds to put my belt back on. That was as easy as it gets. Oh, unfortunately, my guard cannot go back on with this engine. There's a bracket that's on the other one, and these two holes have to go onto that bracket. And the shaft is too long. I think it protrudes out too far. Like, as you can see, there's the bracket I just said, and that's where it mounts right there, and then right there. I can't do anything about that unless there was probably some really good machining, and really, it's just a tiller. It's really not that big a deal to me, so here we go. Alright, here we go, getting ready to pull this sucker. Got 5 minutes to warm up with it just idling, and then I've got my 3 hours of either no load or moderate load. It didn't say in the book, it just said do not, don't heavy loading in 3 hours. And after the 3 hours, then I can put it under a full load, and then once my 20 hours is up, then I have to change the oil, and I'm good. Alright, here we go. Got my start on, so that's my choke. It's that way, it says it right there. And then I got my turtle and my rabbit. So first 5 minutes on turtle, and then got my switch to on, and I'm gonna pull it. First pull, here we go. Oh, now I did it. It's barely touching. It's all right. See what it does. Okay, it's trying to go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. My adjustment's a little tight down there, which is why my tines are running, but that's all right. All right, she ran for 2 hours. Got the belt put back on it since it's not the right belt. All right, here we are. Here's my little garden. It's 20 by whatever, I forget. But still end up doing a fine job. My only complaint is that when I'm standing and on the back here and I'm tilling away, is that the exhaust is actually blowing right at my face. Now, I'm sure that can be changed if all I want to do is maybe take off that top or something and put something in there and put like a 90 or something to make the exhaust go out maybe that way. That'd be a big difference. But that's my only complaint with this little fella. He did just fine. like and subscribe if this video helped you make up your mind. It made a great little tiller for me, and my old engine was a 2-horse, wore out, and this one was a 3-horse. So very pleased with it. Just the exhaust was my #1 complaint. Is, well, can't do much about that, and I could machine something and change the angle of it and get it away from my face. But anyhow, overall pleased. Cheap knockoff Chinese engine, and it's fine. Wish it was a Honda. Whatever.